Alright, so today we are going to be checking out the Potensic Atom 2, and this one is the one that you probably saw a lot of video reviews on, saying that how good it was and what is the specification, blah blah blah. So instead of giving you another lecture of the same thing, this video I'm just going to be showing you how to make your best setting in your system so you can get the best video quality out of it. Alright, let's get going. Before I begin, if you can, please help me like and subscribe, as this is going to keep my content flowing. Thank you. First thing I want you to bring out is going to be the ND filter for the DJI Mini 4K or the DJI Mini 2. Yes, it actually fits, surprisingly, so yep, this is a workaround that you can use for now just because Potensic doesn't have their own ND filters yet. Yep, so my suggestion is to at least get an ND8, ND16, and ND32 so you will be able to just, cover most of the scenarios in your daily shoots. So to install the ND filter, you wanted to first power up your Potensic Atom to kind of trick the gimbal to calibrate itself. Otherwise, the calibration is not going to pass. You're going to get gimbal overload message. So what you're going to do next is just kind of like slide it in and kind of like just make sure it kind of holds right there. Okay. And basically, you can see that that's going to be it. So this is going to be the workaround for now before Potensic release their own ND filters. So after you are able to add on the ND filter, let's begin by adjusting the app setting. So you're going to set the video quality to the highest option, 4K at 30 fps, and lock the shutter speed at 60 to achieve the optimal motion blur. So currently right now, that's when the ND filter is actually going to be kicking in. Because you're now setting your shutter speed a lot more slower, there's going to be more lights coming in, and the ND filter is going to be able to help you block these lights, additional lights that you don't want. Next, let's head to the menu and to camera tab. You're going to lock the white balance right here. The goal isn't to get the most accurate value, but to ensure consistency across clips, making color correction in post much easier. Now let's talk about color profiles. If you don't plan to do any color grading, I recommend sticking with auto. However, if you want more control in post, we can now have access to the P-Lock. It's a flat color profile designed for flexible color adjustment. It's a great option if you need it, but you have to update to the most updated firmware, which you should have it already. Once you have dialed in these settings, you essentially unlock the full potential of the camera, because let's be honest, getting the setup right is 90% of the work in most of the case. Now let's take off and see what kind of footage that we can capture. As you have noticed, the ND filter does a great job of controlling light intake, as we mentioned before, which is going to allow us to maintain a consistency shutter speed. That consistency is going to add a cinematic touch to the final look. Obviously, this is not going to be a high-end camera, it's just kind of like entry level, so this is probably the best it actually gets. One of the things I really hope Potensic is able to do is to release their own ND filter, as this would definitely elevate the experience a lot more. Using the DJI Mini 2 filter is going to be working for now, and it's actually working fine. It doesn't drop off in the air, but when you are doing certain motions like tilting down, the gimbal is just going to be like stuck because it's kind of like jogging into the motor or something. So yep, something you have to pay attention when using this kind of cheat method. Alright, so that's going to be wrapping up this quick tutorial, and I'm also considering making another video focusing on cinematic flight movements with the Potensic Atom 2. So basically, a quick tutorial to show you how you can use basic techniques to get good results. If this is something that you're actually going to be interested, please let me know in the comment section, so I can just tally up to see how interested everybody is, and I'll just see how I can do it. And if there is actually any specific techniques or topics you'd like me to discuss for the Potensic Atom 2, please also let me know so I can just have in mind. Alright, so drop your ideas and comments, and I truly appreciate your support. Enjoy the rest of the footage, and I'll catch you up in the next one.